I have always believed it's important to talk about race. Always believed it. Never been afraid to. Black and white. There, I said it. Black and white. If I'm a racist, I'm a racist. So, to understand exactly where I'm about to come from, you have to understand where I came from, the way I was raised. I've told this story in bits and pieces before. I'm going to hit it one more time. I was the oldest of 3 kids. Grew up in a broken home. 2 parents wrecked by alcohol abuse and addiction. So I often wound up having to stay at my grandmother's. And my grandmother traveled for her work. She didn't have a lot of money, but she did have a woman who worked for her full time who ran the household. And that woman's name was Katie Bell Henderson. She was as tough as she was sweet. Came to my hometown of Oklahoma City from the south side of Chicago, where she grew up. Her parents came from Alabama to Chicago. And Katie Bell raised me. Katie Bell ran that household. She was entrusted. She was empowered. She was as much the matriarch of that house as my grandmother was. And Katie Bell raised me. She was much more of a mother to me than my mother ever was or could be. Katie Bell taught me everything I know about right and wrong, about life, and certainly about black and white. I spent a lot of time with Katie Bell. Watched all of her favorite shows with her, from Gunsmoke to Edge of Night, favorite soap opera. And I loved that woman because she loved me and she believed in me. She occasionally took me to her church, which was an all-black church on the northeast side of town. And they treated me like a little prince, and I was the only white face in that congregation. It was a great experience for me. Learned a lot, felt a lot. And I would not be sitting here if not for Katie Bell Henderson. Trust me on that. I would have gone wrong, but she kept me right. She taught me right. She was tough on me, often called me a hypocrite. I had to look that word up to figure out what it really meant, but I was and could be. But the point was, she made me see the world the way it should have been seen. We all came from the same God. We're all pieces of God. We just got raised differently. We're different people, different cultures, but we're all pieces of God. And I've carried that in my heart ever since.
I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.